Hey town, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. It's your boy BMW Gunas 254 and on my YouTube channel Gunas 254. Remember to put a like there, remember to share, remember to follow and subscribe. Thank you for your support. I know people of East Africa, we are going a lot of issues at the moment politically. There's a lot of political instabilities in Africa, in East Africa, in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Uganda, just because of elections in Congo. So yeah, but let's keep on believing. Let's keep on hoping for all the young people, the Gen Z, the youth people. Yeah, you have the power, you have the right to bring back dignity to your countries. And I know one of these days it's gonna work. I know one of these days things gonna be the way we want to run it. So let's just believe and hope. And I give you a word of hope. Just believe in God, trust, and remember to trust the process, because in Psalms 119 it guides you through everything. So just read Psalms 119 and yeah, I know everything gonna be fine. All the way to Europe from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm gonna give you a preview on post reviews on the Arsenal Chelsea match and also the Man City match against Newcastle. And yeah, then the big game time that we are watching ahead in March, 22nd March of 2026, where Arsenal will be facing Manchester City at Wembley. And it's going to be a gonganching weekend. It's going to be a very wonderful game. It's going to be magical. It's going to be something of substance, because it will be the last weekend of football before players go for international break as they prepare for the World Cup. So there's a lot of magnitude for that game, and I believe this man, Mikel Arteta, is gonna prepare well. Is gonna prepare the boys to be ready for this big moment. So yeah, Chelsea were choked by Arsenal, and yeah, they really didn't come to win the game. They were a bit passive. They were a bit more defensive from the formation. They were playing 3-5 and a forward of two, even though Dilap was playing more on the right, but he didn't offer a lot because Hinkapia had him in the pocket. The likes of João Pedro couldn't take a full bit of Saliba and Gabriel, because yeah, Gabriel just outmatched him. Saliba outmatched him off the ball. So yeah, Arsenal really played a conservative match, because we didn't have to go, because we were winning already 3-2, and we contained the match. We contained all the threats. They only had one shot on target, and Kepa saved it from Enzo. And yeah, nothing much from Chelsea. And all now we are into the Wembley final, and I think Arsenal, this is the first final in 6 years after the FA Cup final where we beat Chelsea, and semi-finals of Carabao Cup we have beaten Chelsea. Last semi-final we had beaten Man City. So things have just lined up for us, and I believe Arsenal, we really have a chance to go and win this title, because this is a big moment, because it will open up the morale in the players. It will push the players. It will kill the momentum of Man City, because we shall just stamp it on that we are going to win the league. And once we win the league, after winning the Carabao Cup, I believe we can do the same with the FA Cup. We can do the same with the Champions League. So look forward into that as we be giving a talk of quadruple. I'm not going ahead of my head. I'm not being diabolical. I don't want to go overboard. But if we secure this first trophy, it means we shall be banging on the Premier League. Then we shall be having 2 cup games to compete. And I know with this squad that we have, we can compete massively in the cup games. So yeah, look forward into that. Kai Havertz, King Kai, ole, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Samina, waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Yo, man, this guy, every time we play Chelsea, he shows up. And he scores. And remember, he celebrates. He hates Chelsea with all his heart. So, big up. Thank you for the comeback, Kai. And I know with much fitness, this guy is going to drive us to titles. This guy is going to drive us to a treble, if I'm not wrong. So, put your comment down there. Declan Rice, what an assist. What a wonderful play from Trossard to Rice. Rice hooking one ball towards Havertz. Havertz skips the goalkeeper. Banger with the right foot. Dagger into the heart of Chelsea players. And the likes of Fofana were crying. It's a Carabao Cup. Why are you crying, man? This is not Champions League. Where is Chelsea that had the heritage of Champions League? Cup game team that was ready to win the FA Cup, to win the Champions League at any given point without any form. They will show up and win. There is no that mentality. This is not the Chelsea of the likes of Eden Hazard. This is not the Chelsea of the likes of Didier Drogba. This is not the Chelsea of the likes of Ramirez. This is not the Chelsea of the likes of Cavallo, because that team was a team of serial winners. But yeah, right now they have a bunch of kids, the likes of Esteval, who was pocketed by Hincapia, the likes of Cole Palmer, nothing much to show up. Didn't see anything provision. Likes of Caicedo was not on it. Yeah, and Rice dominated the midfield. So, bigger price, my man of the match. And I know people gave King Kai the man of the match because of the goal, but Rice outperformed. He bullied Chelsea players. He was in that midfield, playing the ball left, right, center, recycling it, winning second balls, making tackles. So, yeah, it was a big moment for him. Back again, Martinelli. We had chances, 4-5 chances. Martinelli, Eze, Noni, Gabriel, 2 chances. But yeah, we take it and we go. Big win, and I believe we're gonna win this first trophy, and then the Premier League will come, and I think we're gonna do the Champions League, if I'm not wrong. And if you don't take care well, you Premier League teams, don't let us win the quadruple, because if we do that, man, I'm gonna step on each and every head of Man United fan, Chelsea fan, Liverpool fan, Manchester City fan, because there's nothing you'll ever talk to me about football. So, looking forward to that. Boys, be humble, and yeah, let's get to that. And I just reminded people, like, yeah, this game was easy. We go ahead to it, because Chelsea, the last time they beat us was in 2021. And you can remember the player who are playing, the likes of Romelu Lukaku. So yeah, it talks about much. And Reece James was just a young kid that time. He was 21 or 22 years old. And the likes of Lukaku, who was in form. But since then, they haven't won against Arsenal. So yeah, we are a very wonderful team, and I believe Mikel Arteta is taking this team very, very far. Now, the final. This is a wonderful game. As I stated, it's the last game before the international break, and it's a perfect moment. It's a perfect stage, and with the big enemy, with the big coach towards Mikel Arteta, and one step towards the big decision of the season, because Pep has lost the last 2 Wembley finals against Man United and against Crystal Palace. So defensively, they are not okay, and I believe we can get onto them. They are poor, and if we can mitigate their attack, control the midfield, and our attack is firing, man, we're gonna kill this team, because Newcastle never take their chances. They had that game in the second half. Manchester City switched off, and Newcastle could have gone 5 goals, could have gone 4 goals. First half, Joe Willock missed a chance. Anthony Gordon missed a chance. Elanga missed chances in the second half. So yeah, and Wissa missed chances in the second half. So looking forward to that. It's a big stage, and I believe Arsenal are gonna do this come the end of March, because before the international break, we go with a high mode. We go with celebration. We go with happiness, with red tags in our necks. As Arsenal, we shall be carrying the Carabao Cup title and looking forward for the Premier League. Thank you, and remember to like, remember to share, remember to subscribe. Bye.